everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through how to use Animal Crossing order bots to get all the items that you could possibly want in game to help you decorate your island or to find all those Nook Miles tickets to help you out with your next villager hunt. An Animal Crossing order bot is an island that is hosted on a modded Switch where the player character will go into their pockets and drop any item that you request, and then you can pick it up and take it back to your own island. Think of an order bot like picking up items that you've ordered to collect from a store. You tell the bot what you'd like to order, and when it's ready for you to collect, you get given a dodo code to pick up your order. Order bots are one of my favourite ways to get items in game, and arguably they're one of the easiest things you can use when you get your head around some of the different commands that you need to use. Today I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways that you can order items from an order bot and how you can get everything you need to make your game the best experience it can possibly be. In order to use an order bot, you will need access to Nintendo Switch Online, and you'll also need a Discord account. Some order bots may also be locked behind a Twitch subscription or a YouTube membership as well. Today I'm going to show you one example of an order bot, but the way it works is basically the same for any of them. And if you are interested in finding free or paid for order bots, I'll leave a list down below of some of the different services that I know of that exist. The ordering system is the same for most order bots, so once you understand the principle of how to use one, ordering from a different order bot is normally the same. The reason they're all pretty similar is because the coding behind an order bot was created by Berry Chan, who has provided order bots for over 2 years at this point, completely for free in their own Discord server. So I've linked the invite to their server in the description below if you want to check out Berry Chan's services for yourself. So, how do you actually start ordering with an order bot? When you get into the Discord server for the order bot, the biggest thing you'll want to do is read through all of the rules and any instructions before you start using the bots. You want to make sure that you know what you're doing before you get stuck into anything, and if you are confused about any of the steps you need to take or any of the rules that exist for the server, you should always speak to one of the staff in the help channels, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction to help you get all of the items you want to order. To use an order bot, there are two different ways of ordering items. There's a process which is similar to how you would order items via a Dropbot, and if you want to learn the rough structure of how you order in that form, I will link a video I've done in the cards above for you so that you can get access to items that way. The other way that you can order items via an order bot is far easier, and it's the one I'm going to show you in this video, and that is using an app called ACNH Mobile Spawner. If you're fairly new to order bots, I would recommend that you use this app first. Again, this app was created by Berry Chan to make it easier to order items from the order bot, and if you want to see the process of downloading the app and how you set it up to use it, I will link one of Berry Chan's videos in the description too so that you can get set up to use this app to order items via the order bot. When you do get access to ACNH Spawner, you'll see 4 rows of boxes at the top of the app, which mirror the pockets you see in Animal Crossing New Horizons. To use the app, all you need to do is type into the search box what item you're looking for, and then select it from the drop-down menu. So as I'm looking for my Cottagecore Flower Festival Island, I'm going to start looking for a festival garland. I'm then going to click it so that it's definitely selected, and you'll see a faint blue box that appears around the item so that you know you've selected it. And then you select the box that you want to put the item into, then head down underneath the app, and there's this button here that says set to current, and all you do is just press that. It then adds that item into the first order slot that will sit within your pocket space. All you need to do then is just repeat this process one at a time by searching items and then add them in one at a time to go into that space. And if you want more than one of the item, all you need to do is just click in another box and then just hit another set current. That is effectively how you use this app. You just search for the item you want. So for example, I want a triangular topiary. I'm just going to click it, select the box, and then say set to current. If you want a different colorway of the item you're searching for, there is a box down here that's labeled body, and when you click that drop down, it will show you all of the different colorways that are available for the item that you've searched for. The triangular topiary specifically, I want the dark green variation, so I click on this one here, and then all I can do is click in the box and then set to current, and you'll see that then adds a different colorway into there. If you're looking to catalog items, there is a fun little option that lets you add all of the different colorways within an item as well. So as I'm looking for Farmcore items, let's search for the winnowing machine. Make sure the item is selected, then click into one of the empty boxes, and rather than pressing set to current and changing the color, you want to press this purple button that says set all body variations. And when you click this, it will then add every single color of that item into your order slot. This is so helpful if you're looking to catalog a bunch of items and you want just a fair few colors to choose from. There are also two helpful buttons that are down here called Fill Row and Fill All. If you want to order a lot of items and you know that you're going to want a fair few, what you can do is you can select one of the boxes. You can then search for the item you're looking for. In this case, I'm going to search for, let's say, Nook Miles ticket, because we all know that we need some Nook Miles tickets. Then you make sure that you select the item you want, click on the box that you want to put the item in, and click Fill Row. This will fill the entire row for the area you've selected. Fill All does effectively the same thing as Fill Row, but instead it will fill up your entire inventory with one item. So make sure that you only use this button if you know you're going to want a full pocket full of just one item. The only thing to bear in mind with both of these buttons is that wherever you're clicking on in terms of these pocket space, when you press Fill Row or Fill All, it will override every single item that you've already placed either within that row if you're selecting Fill Row, or if you press Fill All, it will override everything that you've already planted in your pockets. If at any point you've ordered the wrong item, what you can do is go up to the item and then right click on it to remove the item from your pockets. You can also select an item and press delete item at the bottom, and this will take out one of those items. So if you ever add the wrong item into your order, you can easily remove it. Editing Twilight here, I also forgot to say that you can also order recipes via the order bot as well. For this, all you need to do is go to this box on the right hand side where it says items, and if you click this button, you can then change this drop down item to DIY recipes, and then you can search for the item that you're looking for. So let's say the traditional balancing toy. And then what you find in front of you is the item itself is selected. This does look the same as if you're looking for the item by itself, but when you click this and then click into the box and say set to current, it will add the DIY recipe into your pocket instead. In order to go back and then start looking at items, what you need to do is change DIY recipes to then items, and then you can carry on looking for items. And if you select this same item that you've had the recipe for already, you can click in a box and say set to current, and it will instead add the actual item instead of the recipe. All you need to do is just continue searching for items and fill up your pockets. So I know that I need some more trees because I definitely need more trees. So I'm going to search for hardwood. If you ever want to see a larger photo of what it is you're ordering, because some of these little pictures can be quite small, there's this helpful little icon in the bottom right hand corner of the search box. And if you click this, it will show you a larger photo of what item it is you're adding in. So let's, for example, look for Rover's briefcase. And as you can see, there's a nice large picture showing you what it looks like. This is helpful for just seeing it in a little bit of a bigger format, but also if you're looking for a customized item, let's say for the castle wall, what you can do is see the colorway as you're changing it on the screen. So then you know that you're definitely ordering the right item for what you want. These festival garlands I definitely don't want in green. I'm going to want them in rainbow. So we'll just override those. And all we do for that is we just click on the item itself. It then shows me in here that I've selected the festival garlands, and I can then click on body, change this to rainbow, and then click set to current. And that just overrides what was there before. So I'm just going to fill in the rest of this order, and then we're good to place our order. When you're done with setting up your order, all you need to do now is click Copy Order command. This will show you a screen that shows you that your order has been copied, and then you're ready to start pasting it into Discord. So now we're back in Discord. There's going to be a certain place where you put your order. It depends on the server what this might be called. In this particular case, this one's called ACNH orders. And then all you do is make sure that you click into the message box, and then press Control V or Command V if you're on desktop, or paste your order into the message bar. It looks like a long series of letters and numbers, and this is absolutely fine for what's going to happen next. When you've pasted your order into Discord, what you want to do is then press enter, and what you'll see is going to look a little bit weird on the screen, but it's absolutely fine. So I'm going to press enter now and just watch very carefully. So what's happened is my order has then been accepted, and I then get a DM from the order bot itself telling me that my order has started. From here, what I then need to do is go back into the game, and we need to prepare our pockets to be able to collect our order. So we're back in the game now, and as you can see, I'm back on my island of Sycamore. What we need to do now is empty our pockets and then make our way over to the airport to collect our order. I don't need a few things that are in my pockets right now, so I'll just drop these things here first, and then we'll go speak to Orville. So now we need to speak to Orville, and we need to go to the Dodo code screen, and we need to stay on this screen. This is the most important part of using an order bot because you don't get very long to fly over to the island itself. So once you're in the airport, you want to talk to Orville, then say you want to fly, that you want to visit someone, you're going to visit them by online play, and then you want to search for a Dodo code, and then you need to stay on this screen. You then need to keep an eye on your Discord messages, and you will eventually see a message saying that your order is starting and you need to be prepared to fly over. The bot is then going to go through the process of setting up your order, and when it's completed this, you will be sent the Dodo code. When you get the Dodo code, you need to input it into the screen in New Horizons and then fly over to the island to collect your order. When you land on the island, all of the items you've requested will be in front of you, and all you need to do is pick everything up and then go back to your island. You don't need to worry about being interrupted whilst you're picking up items. The Dodo code is only shared with you, so there won't be people flying in and out like you see on Treasure Islands, which is amazing if you want to get some extra items without the fuss and wasted time from long loading screens and islands crashing. When you're done with collecting your items, all you then have to do is go back into the airport, speak to Orville, and then you can go home with everything you've picked up and use them to decorate your island or play your game however you like. There can sometimes be a little bit of a wait with an order bot, but it's fine because you'll always know what position you are in the queue and how long you'll have to wait before you collect your items. Personally, I like to set a timer to go off about 10 minutes before the end of my queue time so that I can go off and do something else, and then when I know my turn is coming up, all I do is just come back into Animal Crossing, empty my pockets, and get ready on Orville's Dodo code screen so that I'm ready for the Dodo code to be sent to me. I use order bots mostly when I know I'm going to need a lot of items and when I know exactly what items I want to order, and I can just then pick everything up in one trip. So if you are working on a big build, or you know that you need a lot of materials or Nook Miles tickets for a hunt, it's worth trying an order bot instead of a treasure island, as you can prepare your order with everything you want ahead of time, and then you can request everything you need in one go without having to go to multiple different treasure islands to find all of the bits and pieces you want because you couldn't get everything from just one island. ACNH order bots have quickly become my favourite way of acquiring items, and as you can see, the process of ordering items is pretty simple. If you want to try one of them for yourself, I'll leave some links down below with all of the different services that I know are available so that you can try them out for yourself. And if you want to learn about some of the other Animal Crossing Discord bots that exist, you should watch this video next where I show you how you can use some interesting ACNH bots to get items for gameplay which don't involve you going to a treasure island. And I'll see you over there.